Hi, here is Gus and Frankie's recap today. I walked the boys together. Now, they do really well on belt leash individually, so I've been trying to work on them doing it together. I would highly recommend, if you do this, strong pants or things that have like a good belt, just because when they do pull, they're pretty hefty together. But they walked for the most part pretty well. I did have to give them a couple hip checks. So instead of tugging on the leash, I just kind of take a step back with my left hip, and that in and of itself is a correction for both of them. I did ask them to sit. They did really beautifully well with this, and then off we went for walking. Now, I walked them in the morning with people. This afternoon was more of like a lunchtime, late lunchtime, where you can see some people in a little bit when we walked past. Now, I am messing with my camera for a second, and so I am trying. So I am, in just a little bit, you'll see a different angle that's a little different, a little weird. Capturing video footage of us working at the right angle where you can see how both of them respond is a little tricky, a little bit more tricky than I thought it would be. But here's the weird angle. So I have the camera pretty much on top of us, so you get the top view of them. And you can see like relationship of body to where they are with me. So Gus is the puller, which is really fascinating. Frank likes to push boundaries, but for the most part, he's with me. Every once in a while, he'll get ahead of his brother, and he's like, "Oh, nope," and he backs up. So I am going to try this tomorrow. We're going to go to the park tomorrow, and I'm going to do the same thing just to see if I can get Gus to bark and then cause Frankie to bark. But having them on a belt leash helps create neutrality. So it's not so much tension reading from your body and from your hand holding the leash. It's now just my hip walking. So the boys did really well. I'll hop on at the end in just a second. Yes, go boys. Yes, go boys. Okay, good. Hey. Yes, 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 good boys. That's a good boy, Frankie. Good boy, Gus. Easy. Come on. Gus. Frank. Yes. No. Hey. Thank you. Hey. Hi. Boys. Good. Sit. Good boy, Gus. Frankie, sit. Frankie, sit. Good. Wait. Okay. Sit. Good. Sit. Francis. Hey, boys. Yes, boys. Good. Perfect. Okay. So I love doing impulse control with the both of them because they're just, I feel them. Like I relate to them sometimes, especially when I'm having a goofy day or a difficult day, because they're just so freaking happy. So I purposely put Frankie and Gus separate from each other. I wanted to test the limits of, okay, we know how they are individually. We know how they are together. What if I can see my brother, but he's kind of far away? You won't be surprised. Frankie was the one that had some struggles with this, but he also maintained better eye contact. Gus just lays down and kind of pancakes a little bit. It's just like, ugh, fine. So he does know how to do this, and if you were to do therapy work with Gus by himself, you can see he's like, woohoo! You're going to have way more success with both boys, but Gus specifically will have this down rock solid. Frankie needs more of that active management of, hey, I'm right here, I'm holding you. So you can kind of have like the, I don't know what the like bumpus is, the doot noise in the background as we try to both all work on place. So I wanted to kind of mimic what you might be dealing with at home, especially when both boys are just a little pushy. So Frank right there, you can see where he is just like, I'm going to wait till you get close and then I'll get off of it. He knows what to do right here. You can see he knows what to do. But I start throwing treats at them and they do a good job with this. But this is something that you can set up at home. You're cooking dinner, you're cleaning the house, you're getting dressed for the day. It doesn't matter what you're doing. Just try putting them on different place cots or place spots. So a bed and couch, the rug and the couch, whatever it is. And mess with them. Be ridiculous. Have fun being goofy with the boys. Because I was able to walk away into an office and Frankie stayed right there. And that is freaking phenomenal, which means that he understands this. All we're doing now is proofing the behaviors, really making sure that he can do it in any environment and multiple environments and multiple distractions. This was hilarious. They're a joy to work with. Enjoy the goofiness of your boys and let me know if you have any questions. And don't forget to shoot me days and times that work best for you so we can work on some of the in-home behaviors. Have a great day. Frankie, Gus, okay.